Hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. news right here on Voice of the People Television. I am Chioma Innocent.
And I'm Kayla Abraham. Here are the headlines. Police arrest seven over murder of Sheikh Abubakar Hassan Mada.
Most wanted Boko Haram commander surrenders to military.
I'm not responsible for your suspension, Akpabio replies Ningi.
Peter Obi has no reason to lose sleep over Labour Party crisis, Kenneth Okonkwo.
Wanted monarch handed over to military after turning himself into police.
And in sports, Liverpool target Derby Alonso set to stay at Leverkusen. Now the news in detail. We begin the news with the Emir of Goza in Goza local government area of Borno State, His Royal Highness Alhaji Mohammed Shehu Timta, saying that the most wanted commander of Boko Haram terrorists, Malam Yah Balwe, has laid down his arms. Addressing journalists today, the Emir revealed that Malam Yah Balwe, who had been terrorizing Goza and the surrounding Mandara mountain communities, has surrendered to the troops of Operation Hadinkai. VP News understands that Malam Yah Balwe, before surrendering, had been responsible for a series of attacks and killings, including the slaughtering of farmers on their farmlands in Goza local government area and environs.
Aloy Ejimako, the lead counsel of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB Nnamdi Kanu today, said it was ironical that the Nigerian government declared some people wanted for agitating for Biafra while freeing hundreds of terrorists from detention. The Nigerian Defense Headquarters had declared the head of the Directorate of State of IPOB, Chika Edoziem, and 96 others, including other Biafra secessionists, wanted for various crimes, including terrorism and insurgency. Also on the wanted list is the Finland-based self-acclaimed Biafra leader Simon Ekpa. Meanwhile, a federal high court sitting in Borno has ordered the immediate release of at least 313 detained suspected Boko Haram terrorists arrested by the military. The court ordered the release of the suspected terrorists for lack of evidence to jail them after investigation. Reacting, Ejimako wondered why the Nigerian government would release the terrorism suspect arrested by the military, while some Biafra agitators were declared wanted. Posting on X, the IPOB lawyer said it was ironical and another stark evidence of the horrendous injustice that was responsible for the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu.
Some unknown gunmen suspected to be kidnappers have reportedly attacked a celestial church in Ogun State. Two worshippers identified as Oladapo Sheifumi and Oluboboye Abiola were abducted during the attack. The incident occurred at the church located near Oriari village, Mowe, in the Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State on Thursday. According to the State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Omolola Odutola, in a statement today, the perpetrators fled through a thick forest behind the church.
King of Ewu is wanted in connection to the killing of 17 military personnel in the Okwama community in Delta State. Clement Ikolo, who turned himself in, has been handed over to the military by the police. Public Relations Officer, Delta State Police Command, Bright Edafe, confirmed the development in a statement. King Ikolo, who was one of the 8 persons declared wanted by the Defense Headquarters in connection with the killing of 17 military personnel in Okwama community, turned himself into the Delta State Police Command on Thursday. The monarch was said to have arrived at the State Police Command Headquarters at exactly 6:41 p.m. to report himself to the Police Commissioner Olufemi Abayinwanda before he turned himself into the police. The monarch spoke to journalists, insisting on his innocence. Earlier on Thursday, the Defense Headquarters declared 8 persons, including Ikolo, wanted over their alleged roles in the recent killing of 17 military personnel on a peacekeeping mission to Delta State. Those declared wanted are Professor Ekpepo Athor, Andowe, Dennis Bakiriri, Akweru Daniel Omotego, Akata Malawa David, Sinclair Oliki, a traditional ruler, Clement Ikolo, Ruben Baru, and Igoli AB.
The Zamfara State Police Command has arrested and paraded 7 suspects in connection with the murder of Sheikh Abubakar Hassan Mada. VP News gathered that the Islamic cleric was killed in Zamfara State. Now, the suspects were paraded by the State Commissioner of Police, CP Mohammed Dalijan, at the command headquarters in Gusau, the state capital. Dalijan further stated that the police operatives also arrested one Kabiru, who was among the terrorists that burnt a police operational vehicle and attacked the residence of the former chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW. The police commissioner promised that the suspect will be charged to court of competent jurisdiction for possible prosecution.
The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC in Anambra State has arrested and paraded 3 individuals for their involvement in oil theft. The suspects were caught transporting 1,625 liters of adulterated diesel, also known as automotive gas oil, in Odepe, Ogbaru local government area of the state. The suspects were apprehended by the Joint Operating Team of the Anti-Vandalism Squad of the NSCDC, led by ACC Chinayan Chinweze, in collaboration with the Nigerian Navy. According to the State Commandant of NSCDC, Olatunde Maku, the suspects were transporting the illicit product using 2 shuttle buses, a white bus with license plate number Anambra AWK 429XY, and an ash bus with registration number Anambra GDD 277XB.
The Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Corps, JESC, has arrested 63 individuals for not using pedestrian bridges and engaging in street trading across several locales in Lagos. VOP News reports that the State Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, announced the development in a post via his official X account. The operation's focal points were key areas such as Oshodioke, Ilepo, Ikoyi, Victoria Island, and Aja. The arrests were made to combat the dangers and disruptions caused by improper highway crossings and unauthorized commercial activities.
In Ondo State, the Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC has issued a stern caution to motorists ahead of the Easter celebrations. Sector Commander Ezekiel Sonala delivered the warning following the conclusion of a 3-day Easter enlightenment program aimed at promoting road safety awareness. Sonala emphasized the critical need for drivers to refrain from overloading their vehicles and speeding, highlighting the potential dangers these behaviors pose on the roads during the festive season. Speaking to reporters in Akure, Sonala underscored the importance of adhering to traffic regulations and ensuring that vehicles are in optimal condition before embarking on journeys. He specifically urged drivers to prioritize the use of standard tires and install speed limit devices to mitigate road traffic crashes. Sonala's message resonated with the FRSC's overarching goal of fostering a safe motoring environment across Nigeria, particularly during periods of heightened travel activity such as Easter. To bolster road safety efforts during the Easter period, the FRSC in Ondo State has deployed a significant array of resources. This includes 16 patrol vehicles, 4 ambulances, and additional marshals to monitor the enforce compliance with traffic laws. The deployment is part of the FRSC's proactive measures to minimize road accidents and ensure the safety of all road users throughout the festive season.
The Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, has assured President Bola Tinubu of the unwavering support of traditional rulers in the country. The Oni said this during the Ramadan iftar with traditional rulers and religious leaders at the State House on Thursday in Abuja. Oba Ogunwusi commended the government's efforts to address the hike in food prices and the security challenges. Also speaking, Vice President Kashim Shettima emphasized the roles of religious and traditional rulers in promoting peace and unity, urging them to continue building bridges that transcend ethnic and religious divides. Shettima expressed delight that the nation's economy is on a rebound, noting the strengthening of the naira against the dollar.
In order to drive economic growth and create new job opportunities for Nigerians, Activator HQ and Meriflux has extended support to small and medium enterprise business owners yesterday in 3X Startup Prize Lagos program held at the Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos. VOP TV Matthew Ogunsuada was there and breaks this report.
Business leaders, entrepreneurs, small and medium enterprise business owners all gathered at the Golden Tulip Hotel for the maiden edition of the 3X Startup Prize Lagos, a program targeted towards entrepreneurs to support small and medium enterprise (SMEs). This initiative was birthed through the Business Around Town program, which airs on VOP 90.3 FM every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m., anchored by multimedia professional Mary Onaife. This is an initiative championed by Activator HQ in collaboration with Mary Flux and VOP 90.3 FM. According to the program host, over 300 entrepreneurs applied for the 3X Startup program, which was later screened to 10 and then 3 finalists.
This is the maiden edition of the 3X Startup Prize. It's for entrepreneurs to empower them, give them a grant so that they can expand their business. And for people that have good business ideas and don't have capital, 3X Startup Prize is for them to get this grant and establish their business.
According to the sponsor, John Paul Iwoha, CEO of Activator HQ, the program is targeted towards entrepreneurs to support their dreams, visions, and aspirations towards living a fulfilled life. He also stressed the need for entrepreneurs to prepare themselves for potential opportunities.
We need to go back to the roots of business. Let us reward entrepreneurship. Let's reward innovation. Let's reward creativity. Let's reward resilience. Because the more we do it, what has happened here might look small, but in the next 3 to 4 years, these are potential employers of labor. They will create more value in the Nigerian economy.
An also moment in the program was the presentation of cash prize to the beneficiaries. At this time, entrepreneurs who worked hard and scaled through the selection process on merit were given financial aid to support their various businesses.
How do I push my business? How do I activate my business? Like it's something I'm enjoying as a passion. How do I activate and make it business? So while searching on doing that, as I stumbled into one of the programs on business around town on YouTube, since then I've been doing over a year now. So I listen every day and I'm grateful and I'm from this fan. I want to really say a very big thank you for the organizers of this program, first of all, for believing in our businesses like us, for believing in SMEs, for helping us boost grow our business, for helping us scale our business. A very, 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 very big thank you to the young people on our activator. And thank you to Mary Onaife, she's now an assistant to me, Mary Onaife and Debbie. And thank you to the voice of the people radio station. Thank you so much.
The 3X Startup program will help creativity, leading to increased productivity, competition, and investment, thus driving economic growth by creating job opportunities and generating wealth. Matthew Ogunswada for Voice of the People TV.
The governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2023 election in Ebonyi State, Chief Ifeanyi Chukwuma Odi, has said that the party remains a grassroots movement in the state. Odi, who was reacting to the defection of some members of the party to the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), stated that the defection has provided an opportunity for the PDP to genuinely re-strategize ahead of coming elections. In a statement he personally signed on today, Odi urged members and supporters of the PDP to remain steadfast for the task ahead. He noted that the PDP and the Aingaemeya movement were not bothered but rather focused on the task ahead.
We'll now go on a short break and return with more stories. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The All Progressives Congress APC Diaspora Chairman Italy Chapter Prince Chima Ibezim has urged the party leaders and stakeholders in Enugu State to resolve the crisis rocking the party in the state. Ibezim, who is also the financial director of the APC Committee of Diaspora Chairman, CDC, made the call in a statement today in Lagos. He tasked the stakeholders to work towards strengthening the party in the state and in the southeast. While describing the current crisis in the chapter as unfortunate, Ibezim advised all to embrace peace and not fragment the party in the state and in the region. He implored party members to always work and cooperate with consistent and committed party leaders in the southeast to strengthen APC in the region. According to him, such leaders included the commissioner representing Enugu State in the Federal Character Commission, FCC, and the Guinea Toll, amongst others. He asserted that the politician had really worked tirelessly in the southeast and all over Nigeria for the emergence of the renewed Hope administration. He further said that under President Bola Tinubu, the southeast should be more united and position itself better to add more value and reap bountifully from the present administration. He therefore implored the Minister of Science and Technology, Uche Nnachi, the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Governor Hope Uzodinma, and other well-meaning Southeast party leaders to use their good offices to resolve the present problems in the Enugu chapter.
Senate President Godswill Akpabio has said he is not the one responsible for the suspension of Senator Abdul Ningi representing PDP Bauchi Central. Senator Akpabio also stated that he has not received any letter from the Senator Ningi demanding his immediate reinstatement. Recall that Ningi was suspended following his BBC Hausa interview in which he alleged that the budget for the 2024 fiscal year was padded to the tune of 3.7 billion naira. After a heated debate by senators on the floor during plenary over the matter, Ningi was suspended for 3 months and asked to write a letter of apology to the Senate. But in a letter written by his counsel, Femi Falana SAN, on Wednesday, Ningi accused Akpabio of being the accuser, the prosecutor, and the judge in his own case in violation of the provisions of the 1999 Constitution.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Senate is set to review the 3-month suspension handed to Bauchi Central Senator Abdul Ningi over his allocation of a 3.7 trillion naira pardon of the 2024 budget. Senate President Godswill Akpabio, who gave the update today, said Ningi's suspension will be reviewed and settled like a family matter. Akpabio gave the update while fielding questions from journalists upon his arrival back in the country from the Inter-Parliamentary Union meeting in Geneva, Switzerland. On the letter written by Ningi's lawyer, Femi Falana, demanding the lawmakers' reinstatement within 7 days or face legal action, Akpabio said he's yet to see the letter, but that the matter is receiving due attention. The Senate President said hopefully Ningi would return to take his seat earlier than expected.
The governor of Godwin Obaseki and the Oba of Benin Oba Eware II have tasked Christians in the state on the need to promote the virtues of love and cohesion irrespective of their challenges. VOP reports that the governor and the Benin monarch made the call in separate Easter messages to Christians. Obaseki in his message noted that there was no better time to show and imbibe the virtues of sacrifice, love, tolerance, and selflessness than now, when the nation is faced with dire economic conditions which have put many in distress. The governor also charged Christians to use the Good Friday to remember the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on Calvary for the redemption of mankind. On his part, Oba Eware II, in a statement signed by his chief press secretary, Osaibovo Igbora, prayed God Almighty and his ancestors to heal Nigeria during the Easter celebrations. The monarch also admonished Christians to be Christ-like and pray ardently to God for forgiveness of sins.
In a recent development, the former spokesperson of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, Kenneth Okonkwo, has asserted that the party's presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, has no reason to lose sleep over the current crisis rocking the party. You will recall that the Labour Party has been enmeshed in a series of crises, from the allegation of theft against the national chairman Julius Abure to a tussle of party ownership with the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC. Speaking in a recent interview, Okonkwo said the party's crisis would not affect Peter Obi if he decides to run for the presidency again in 2027. According to the Labour Party chieftain, Peter Obi represents a new Nigeria regardless of any political platform he is contesting on, while recalling how the former governor of Anambra State changed the political landscape with the emergence of a third force. Kenneth Okonkwo said politics is about the candidate and not the political party.
The leadership of the Labour Party has dismissed claims of a takeover of the party affairs by the Board of Trustees. You do recall that the party's Board of Trustees chairman Sylvester Ejiofor, in a statement, disclosed that the BOT were taking over the affairs of the party as the tenure of National Chairman Julius Abure has elapsed. But the party's National Publicity Secretary Obiorifo, in a statement, noted that the party wasn't aware of the existence of a BOT because it has no functional board. He said the party on Wednesday successfully conducted its national convention in Nnewi, Anambra State, and Abure was unanimously elected by over 350 delegates that were in attendance. Ifo added that Ejiofor stepped down as the first national chairman of the party over 2 decades ago and has since not attended any meeting or played any significant role as a member of the party.
Legal practitioner and former chairman of SPIDL, Monday Ubani, has expressed his dismay over Binance executive Nadeem Anjarwala's escape from Nigeria. VOP News reports that Anjarwala, the Binance Africa's regional manager, escaped from lawful custody in Nigeria on March 22nd. The Office of the National Security Advisor confirmed Anjarwala's escape in an official statement, further complicating the Nigerian government efforts to crack down on the cryptocurrency platform. Reacting to the situation, Ubani, who appeared as a guest today on a television program, described it as completely embarrassing. Ubani criticized the incident, stating that it reflects poorly on the country. Coming up next, business, sport, and entertainment. Do stay with us.
Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. And now in business, the transmission company of Nigeria TCN has successfully restored the national power grid after a disturbance attributed to limitations in gas supply. The grid disturbance, which occurred on Thursday, March 28, resulted in instability exacerbated by the unexpected failure of the Egbin Generations Turbine 3. TCN's swift response led to the grid's full recovery by the evening of the same day, ensuring the transmission of generated power to distribution load centers nationwide.
The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, has revealed that Nigeria's significant bitumen reserves totaling 42 billion barrels during a meeting with investors following the conclusion of the first round of bitumen blocks bidding in Abuja. Alaka emphasized Nigeria's potential to transition from importing to exporting bitumen globally, highlighting the country's status as the possessor of the world's second largest bitumen deposit. He urged the concessionaires to fulfill their obligations under the Mining Act and engage with host communities to ensure seamless operations and maximum benefit for all stakeholders. Alaka's call for outstanding performance from the initial round of winners aims to motivate potential investors and foster sustainable growth in the bitumen sector.
Still in business, shareholders of Geregu Power PLC approved the company's declared dividend of 20 billion naira at its 12th annual general meeting in Lagos. The dividend payout reflects the company's strong financial performance and commitment to delivering value to shareholders. Geregu Power's dividend declaration underscores its confidence in future growth prospects and reinforces a dedication to shareholder engagement. The company's leadership highlighted the significance of the dividend declaration amidst legislative reforms and operational challenges in Nigeria's power sector, signaling a pivotal moment for industry stakeholders.
The Nigerian Data Protection Commission (NDPC) is currently investigating numerous cases of privacy breaches involving digital lenders, commonly known as loan apps. Despite Google's policy introduced in April 2023 banning loan apps from accessing user photos and contacts, privacy violations persist. The NDPC's ongoing investigations underscore the systemic nature of the problem, prompting collaboration with regulators and third-party platforms used by lenders. The Commission's draft Nigeria Data Protection Act General Application and Implementation Directive aims to address data breaches and enforce data ethics, holding third-party platforms accountable for facilitating privacy breaches.
Now, in the world of entertainment, controversial reality star Josephina Otabo, popularly known as Fina, has lamented the rate of sabotage in Nollywood. Fina, who made her acting debut in the 2023 movie Osato, described the Nigerian movie industry as insane. The reality star disclosed that she wished she wasn't born in Nigeria.
Still in entertainment, Nollywood actress Nancy Isime has explained the reason for her recent massive weight loss. The movie star explained that she added weight for a movie role in 2022 and was hoping to shed it after 2 weeks, but it took her over a year to achieve this feat. In an Instagram post, she wrote that she decided to add weight for a role in 2022, but it took way longer and way too much effort to get the weight off. You do recall that Nancy Isime recently shared reactions with her weight loss photos, with many claiming her BBL failed.
And now in sports, Manchester City defenders John Stones and Kyle Walker are at risk of missing the huge clash with Arsenal on Sunday after picking up injuries during the international break. The duo both missed City's training session yesterday, and now fears have grown as to whether they will be fit to face the Gunners in the crucial top of the Premier League table clash. Stones and Walker reported for international duty with England, where they were set to face Brazil and Belgium in friendly matches. However, Walker was forced off the pitch after just 20 minutes against Brazil with concerns of a potential hamstring injury.
Finally, in sports, Xabi Alonso, who was seen by many as Liverpool's top target to replace Jurgen Klopp as their manager, said on Friday he's staying at Bundesliga leaders Bayer Leverkusen next season. The 42-year-old Spaniard has Leverkusen on course for a treble, including their first ever German league crown. Alonso said he was still developing as a coach, and he felt Leverkusen, his first senior team coaching post, is the best place for him to carry on doing so. Alonso had been linked with moves to Liverpool, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, all clubs where he spent time as a player, having done a stunning job at runaway Bundesliga leaders Leverkusen. Leverkusen are unbeaten this term with 34 victories and 4 draws and are 10 points clear of Bayern Munich and on track for their first ever German title with 8 games remaining this season. To wrap up the news, we'll now take a recap of stories that made it to the headlines. You heard that the police have arrested over 7 over the murder of Sheikh Abubakar Hassan Mada.
Most wanted Boko Haram commander surrenders to military.
I'm not responsible for your suspension, Akpabio replies in Ninge.
Peter Obi has no reason to lose sleep over Labour Party crisis, Kenneth Okonkwo.
Wanted monarch handed over to military after turning himself in to the police.
And in sport, a Liverpool target Xabi Alonso set to stay at Leverkusen. Many thanks for watching. I'm Kayla Abraham.
And I'm Chioma Innocent. Good evening.